Greetings, everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm Lady Starfire, and today I'm bringing you the next episode, I believe it's number 6, in the hashtag 12 Days of Yule. Today's is on death and rebirth, okay? Whatever version of it that we want to talk about. I have my trusty little skull here to represent death, okay? So, there's a lot of different things about it, okay? There's everything from the various pantheons, death and rebirth, stories. The first one I know of had to do with Inanna and her descent, and Ereshkigal, killing her, and then them bringing her back 3 days later. And every pantheon has their own, and it comes all the way up, of course, to the one that we hear about Jesus. So that's one form of death and rebirth. There's also the reincarnation that says, once we're through in this particular body, we will, our spirit goes over to the Summerland, and we have jobs to do there. And when we're done, with whatever we're doing there, and it's time for us to come back, or we want to come back, then we're reborn. Okay, so yet, again, death and rebirth. And this happens with animals and all that too. Okay, so all spirits, we just kind of recycle around. There's other types of death and rebirth, as in, you hear someone who got saved, they're a born again Christian. A born-again pagan, when you find your path after you've been, off of it for a while or whatever. So, it's all about change, okay? It's kind of like the death card in the tarot. It's not really, it rarely ever indicates actual death, all right? It is, usually has to do with change, okay? So death and rebirth is really talking about change. All right. So whether we are changing from this form to spirit form to another body, whatever, okay, we're still changing. It may be the ending of a relationship and the beginning of a new chapter in our life, or the ending of one type of job and going into another one. All right. So, there's all sorts of death and rebirth. People are so afraid of the word death, that they just think it's an ending. It's done. It's over. Well, that's not the case. Okay. It continues. We talk about soulmates. All right. So soulmates are people that we've been with in our past lives. And as we come forward and get reborn, if we're lucky, we find them, hopefully sooner in the next life than this one. And so, and it just keeps going. And we have soul connections, and, these are our family and our friends and people that we've been in each other's lives. So, there's always death and rebirth. So it's really all about change. It's changing from one form to the other. Okay. So, don't think of all of it as something bad. Just think of it as a change. Okay. So whatever you're doing in your life, when it comes to time to make a change, it's a type of death and rebirth. Maybe in your path, whatever you've been doing doesn't quite feel right anymore. And so, you start learning about something else and you make a change. Does all that old knowledge die off? No. Hopefully you carry it forward and incorporate what feels right from that with whatever new thing that you learn. But still, it's all about change. So death and rebirth is change. It's about growing. Okay. If we don't change, if we don't grow, we become stagnant. All right. Like stale water. All it is a breeding ground for mosquitoes. Okay. So we don't want to be that breeding ground for stagnation. We need to always grow and change and incorporate new things in our life. It doesn't mean we have to get rid of all the old. We just simply evolve more. Okay. So, me and my little skull here just want to teach you that this is just another phase. Okay. You know, this is what's underneath this that you see. Okay. So, all we have to do is accept change. And believe me, I don't. Okay, I'm not real good at accepting change. I'm very set in my ways with a lot of things, but I try. All right, and usually once I do it, I'm happy with it. It just might take me a minute to get there. Okay, so but there's different types of change, so therefore there are different types of death and rebirth. So you know, don't fight it. Accept whatever these changes are in your life and know that it's part of growing, it's part of evolving, it's part of, something bigger and better coming into your life. All right. And if you look at it that way, you'll be happier because you'll know that, hey, I'm not stuck right here. Okay. I get to become something different. It's like a butterfly. Okay. Butterfly starts off as a caterpillar, creeping along the ground, climbs up the tree, builds its cocoon, and emerges as this beautiful, beautiful butterfly. It's a death of the caterpillar, but the rebirth to the butterfly. Okay, so just look at it in different ways, and you'll learn that it's a process, and we go through it our entire life. From the day we're born, we're dying. Okay, so but we go through our different stages, and we grow, and so we have the death of our childhood and the birth then of our teenage years, and then it just keeps evolving. Okay, and then one day you're old like me. So, but it's okay. It's all part of life. Death and rebirth. Okay. By the way, while I'm thinking about it, be sure to, if you haven't and you don't find them, search for hashtag 12 days of Yule. Okay. You'll find a lot of other videos out there on all these different things. We're halfway through today, so there's still a lot more to come. But go check out, what some of these other people have to say. And Ivy, the occultist, is the one that started this, and this challenge. And so, there's a lot of us out here working on it. We may not get all of them done. It just kind of depends. So, but there's a lot out there. I've been watching them as I can, and I'm finding a lot of really interesting talks that people are having, things that they're teaching. And some really cool people. All right. So thank you again, Ivy. I appreciate you doing this. And hey, when you're out there watching these videos, don't forget, if you like what you see, hit that like. If you like the person doing the videos, the creator, hit the subscribe button for them and share our videos. All of us, click my stuff too. Okay. So we appreciate you. And we do this to, have some fun and also teach you something. Okay. So I hope you enjoy it. And if you did, click the like, share it, subscribe, all those things. And to all my subscribers that have always been here, pretty much since day one, I appreciate you. And I wish you all the blessings in the world. And to all of my new people, I wish you blessings as well. And I thank you. So until the next video, everyone, have a wonderful day. I hope you had a great Christmas. And now let's work towards the New Year's. And we're still working on the 12 days of Yule. So till the next time, everyone, blessed be.